Just to be clear, it was a gift, and it was one can.
You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
What's going on, you fellow deplorables? Welcome back to the 1776 Report, the #1 YouTube channel for exposing the stupidity of the woke left. Bud Light and Anhueser Busch and their CEOs are lying directly to our faces. They think they can play and manage this situation, but little do they know, we are smarter than them. Bud Light and their CEO went on CBS this morning, and they lied to our faces once again. Remember when this boycott first popped off? It first got going, and the CEO of Anheuser-Busch, the parent company of Bud Light, his name is Michael Dokeris. He came out and he made a statement. He said there's a lot of misinformation online. This was not a formal campaign. This was one post, one can, and not a campaign. He made that very clear, and he was trying to distance himself from the advertisement in question. Well, the CEO of Bud Light went on his CBS morning show today, like an hour ago, and implied the same exact thing. Take a listen.
Many people in your position, Mr. Whitworth, would be running for the hills at this point, because since April, you all have faced a lot of incoming. How and why did it go so off the rails? Because that certainly wasn't your intention when you did one can to one person.
It's been a challenging few weeks, and I think the conversation surrounding Bud Light has moved away from beer, and the conversation has become divisive. And Bud Light really doesn't belong there. Bud Light should be all about bringing people together. And there's been impact on the business, and I think that's publicly covered on Bud Light specifically.
Yeah, so what was your intention? Take us to the beginning. What was your intention? What were you all trying to do here? And you've done this before, these promotional campaigns.
Yeah, it was, just to be clear, it was a gift, and it was one can. But for us, you know, as we look to kind of the future and we look to moving forward, we have to understand the impact that it's had, and like I said, you know, that impact has taken place. But it's the impact on our employees, the impact on our consumers, and as well the impact on our partners. And I think one thing that I'd love to make extremely clear is that impact is my responsibility. And as the CEO, everything we do here, I'm accountable for.
First of all, if that was truly your position, if this is your responsibility and you are concerned about your partners, the distributors, the delivery drivers, and your consumers and how they feel betrayed and stabbed in the back, why wouldn't you come out and make an apology? That would be the simplest solution, the right solution. Come out and say you made a mistake. But you're lying. Your boss lied, Michael Dokeris lied, the global CEO of Anheuser-Busch, and you as the CEO of Anheuser-Busch US are lying directly to our face. How do I know this guy is lying, and how do I know Michael Dokeris, the boss, the head honcho at Anheuser-Busch, is lying? Well, here's the post on Instagram that really started the boycott. It was released, if you can see down here, on April 1st. This was the one where you know who was talking about March Madness, shows the can of their face on a Bud Light. April 1st, it was released. This is very important. I have a YouTube channel separate from this YouTube channel, and I've partnered with probably 100 companies. They come to you with a proposal. They say, hey, we want you to do 2 or 3 videos on our company, and we'll pay you X amount. It is always a campaign. For them to say that this is not a campaign is a bold-faced lie. It was not one post. How do we know it was not one post? Well, this was released on April 1st. Let's take a look at this Instagram account and see if we can find the original post. We go down here, and here it is. This was the bathtub commercial. This was released on February 11th. So you have February, March, April. So about 2.5 months separate these two posts. 100% Bud Light approached Dylan with a contract. And they told Dylan, we want you to do maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 posts on your social media, and we'll pay you X amount. Now, you can think whatever you want about Dylan Mulvaney, but Dylan Mulvaney is somebody who is trying to make money. This is a business for Dylan Mulvaney. They are not doing this for free. Dylan Mulvaney is not doing this for free. Dylan is not going to make another post 2.5 months later if Dylan is not getting paid more money. So for Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch to say this was a one-time thing, it was one post, one can, and it wasn't a campaign, is a bold-faced lie. They think we are stupid. They think we will take the bait and say, okay, it was just one can. It was just one post. It was a gift, right? It was a gift. We were trying to be nice. 365 days of womanhood, we were trying to be nice. No, you are lying. You went to Dylan. You gave Dylan a contract. You said, we'll pay you, for example, $50,000 per post, $60,000 per post, and we want 3 or 4 posts. Then the backlash started, and then the boycott started. So you had to pull away. You had to distance yourself, and now you're making up the story that it was a gift, it wasn't a campaign, and it was only one post. No, you're caught, you're busted, you're lying, and nobody's buying your BS. And what makes things even funnier is on this same interview with CBS, this guy, Brandon Whitworth, the CEO of Anheuser-Busch US, would not rule out Bud Light working with Dylan again. He still doesn't get it. Tone-deaf Anheuser-Busch CEO won't rule out Bud Light working with Dylan again. And then says firm needs to appreciate what the consumer wants, despite this debacle costing firm $20 billion and counting. So this idiot goes on the CBS morning show, which he knows is a liberal morning show. He doesn't get how viral this boycott and backlash really is. He doesn't realize that everybody's going to be talking about it on Twitter, YouTube, and every social media platform. He's trying to keep the cake, but eat it too. He's trying to walk that line, keep the leftists happy and keep the customer base happy. You can't have it both ways. You got to make a decision. Are you going to try to get your consumers back who you pissed off, who you angered, and who have switched to a different product? Or are you going to continue to try and keep the lefties, the crazies, the wokeists happy? You got to make up your mind because you can't have it both ways. Remember Elisa, Heiner, Schneider, Schneider? Well, apparently, people on Twitter are reporting that all of the marketing department that was responsible for the Dylan campaign has been fired. Wholesalers were told they are both gone for good by leadership during an in-person conversation. They already shifted all their direct reports to new people and the head of marketing, the source said. Do not buy it. If you see this on Twitter, do not buy it. Now, I do believe they're gone for good. They will not be coming back. Elisa Heiner Schneider will not be coming back to Bud Light, but they were not fired. Elisa Heiner Schneider is probably leaving, but she's getting a fat severance package. It was mutual. She cannot go back. Maybe Anheuser-Busch will move her to some other brand, but she is getting probably a 7-figure severance package, getting paid for 3 or 4 years of work that she won't have to put in. She is getting a cushy parachute, a golden parachute. She is a woke, leftist lunatic. She made the decision to ruin this brand, and she was not fired. She just can't go back to Bud Light. Maybe they'll put her on the marketing department of some seltzer, some woke drink, but she was not fired. She got a golden parachute, I guarantee it. Bud Light is trying to dog whistle to us, say, hey, come back. We want you back. We fired this lady. No, you didn't. You refused to apologize. You continue to lie to our face. You are a company that is in free fall, and we aren't coming back. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. I love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until next time, peace.